Okay guys, watch out for this variation of the theme. Okay, a little bit more tricky. Check this one out here. Calculate the value of n if you've got sigma n. Now that says the sum of a whole lot of terms. If r is 1, is that. So they're giving you the sum. How many terms are you adding up? Okay, well firstly, let's get rid of the sigma. How do we do that? Well, let's see. If we start at 1, okay, what are we going to do? We can basically get rid of it. Now look at this, let's do it together. What's 3 times 1? If you start at 1, 3 times 1 is 3 minus 1 is 2. Okay, that's cool, so that's sorted. Now we're going to go to 2. So r is equal to 2. 3 times 2 is 6 minus 1, which is 5. Okay, then what have we got? R is equal to 3. Okay, 3. So let's stick it in here. 3 times 3 is 9 minus 1 is 8. Okay, now we go all the way up to 3n. The n gets substituted in there. And this sum must equal 155. We want to know how many terms add up to 155. If I said to you, look at this, how many terms add up to 7? Have a look here. Well, 2 plus 5 is 7, so the sum of the first 2 terms is 7. So, but we don't know the sum of how many terms is 155. Okay, it's also, look at this, we've got an arithmetic, we're adding 3 all the time, which is great, so it's arithmetic or linear. So let's see what we do. What do we know? We've got the first term is 2, the constant difference is 3, which is great. We've got Sn, the sum of an unknown number of terms is 155. Okay, now the last term is this funny piece here. Okay, now don't panic. We know that it's going to be an arithmetic series. We know that we're going to use that formula. We're summing, you see. Okay, now watch this. The first term is, of course, 2. So what do we know? Okay, let's check. We've got the sum of an unknown number of terms as 155. So the Sn becomes that. N we don't know. The A is, of course, 2. And the last term is this mess, 3n minus 1. So you plug it into the Sn formula. Now all we've got to do is solve for n, because n gives you the number of terms. The number of terms that will give a sum of 155. Stay with me. Okay, now let's look at this funny mess. Okay, well, what can we do? Well, let's see, let's tidy up a little bit. Well, maybe if I fix this up, there's 3n, and 2 minus 1 is 1. So that's pretty cool. And what do we have? Okay, let's see. What did I do here? Well, if I multiply the right by 2, that's going to vanish. But what I do to the right, I do the same on the left. Okay, so that cancels the 2, and 155 times 2 is 310. Okay, great. That's pretty cool. Now, what do we know? We're going to multiply this out. 3n squared plus n gives me this. Ooh, this is a problem. What can we do? Okay, let's see. That's trinomial. So what we do is we bring it across. Okay, there's no common factors. Now, people, this is a dodgy one. Now, matrix, I'm talking to you now. You can use the quadratic formula. Remember what it is, minus b plus minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. You can do that if you want to. Or alternatively, grade 10s, you can, of course, factorize using the methods that you've done at school. You will definitely come across this kind of factorization. But now, this is more at the matric level, but when you factorize this, what you're going to find is you get 3n plus 31n minus 10. Now, don't panic. Let's check it. 3n squared, 31 times 10 is 310. And we've got then 31 minus 30 gives you the 1. So it does work. And, of course, we then have n is equal to this. Minus 31, so you bring the 31 across, divide by 3, or n is equal to 10. But now, hang on. Your n cannot be negative, and it most definitely cannot be a fraction. So what do? We're going to exclude the negative value or the fraction value. Okay. So what we can say is, but n can't be, it can't be that. Okay, so what do we know? We know that n is equal to 10. Okay, so be careful with that. All right, and the sum of the first 10 terms is then, so if you add up 10 terms, you get that. Look at this one. Let's take this example. Let's go to a bit of geometric. Calculate n. The sum of an unknown number of terms gives that. So what do? Well, let's expand. 2 to the 1, to the 2, 2 squared. We put the 1, 2, 3 all the way up to n. Now, what is this? 2, 4, 6, and so it goes on. 8, 16. It's geometric. You're multiplying by 2. Okay, the first term is 2, the constant ratio is 2, and we've got a sum of an unknown number of terms that's going to give us 2046. Great. Okay, and what do we know? We've got that formula for the geometric. We know that Sn is 2046, A, and there's R, and we substitute in. This is easy. Okay, and there we go. 2 minus 1 is 1, so that vanishes, and of course then we've got 2. Now be careful. We can divide, if we divide the 2046 by 2, divide both sides, we land up with 1023 is equal to this, 2n minus 1. Great, now what now? Well, simply bring it across the 1, and then of course, pretty simple. Remember, this is 2 to the 10. Matrix, you could of course use logs if you want to. Okay, great. And n is equal to 10, so the sum of the first n terms will be then what you want. Okay, sum of 10 terms. Guys, it's really been good being with you on Matrix Uploaded. I hope you're learning some stuff. You know, go through your notes and let's master this and get some very good results. We will see you around on Matrix Uploaded. I'm your maths dude, and let's have some fun. See you around.